Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Inherit the Earth Quest for the Orb Let's Play. That's a really long title to say.
It is.
It is. It's too long. Let's call it Inherit the Earth. I'm Rob and this is
Sophie.
And we previously got nowhere, really, for
Not
half
really.
an hour.
We talked to some animals who didn't really know very much, and that was about it,
They
really.
didn't just know very little. They had an attitude problem.
They did,
They're
yeah.
all very upset that you have ruined the fair, which they haven't left at all, either. So, I don't know why they're so upset. But hey, what we're going to do is, as I said previously, we're going to use the tutorial a little bit. The reason for that is because this game has this really sort of weird isometric view, which makes it really difficult to sort of explore, and it takes ages to sort of walk around areas. So rather than having us walking around for ages and ages, we're going to go through and do stuff in what might seem like a weird order to us, because we don't know what we're doing, and what might seem like a weird order to you, but it should eventually all make sense, maybe. And one of the first things we were going to do last time was go in the hole.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time to find out what's in this tent. It's going to be exciting.
It's a mole. It's a mole.
And some money.
Why do some animals in this game...
The money changer mole.
Why do some animals in this game wear trousers and some don't? The fact that not all of them do disturbs me.
I think he is wearing trousers. I think they're just the same colour
Well,
as his...
why would you do that? Why would you wear trousers the colour of your skin?
That's a good question, but I think he is wearing trousers. These are like the little cuffs, aren't they?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
And also, they are slightly different colour to his head.
On those socks, maybe, or boots, and I don't think he's wearing trousers because of that towel.
No, I think he is wearing trousers, but he's not wearing shoes.
Interesting debate. One thing he is doing is walking left to right.
Yeah. Maybe we should distract him by talking to him.
Yes, maybe we should.
This little sneak can't be trusted. Believe me.
A bit of location-sensitive thing
Good
going
day
on.
to you.
Why is the stag waiting
I
outside?
was wondering.
I don't think he fits through the hole.
Exchange your currency? What would be your pleasure?
Okay, so we're here to talk to this guy to, according to the tutorial, to exchange our winning medal amulet thing. I don't know exactly how to do that.
Well, let's just
We are
ask him
seeking
about the orb.
information. We are investigating the disappearance of the Orb of Storms.
So, you are the ones who have ruined the fair. Be gone. I have nothing to say to you.
Then you have no knowledge of the Orb's disappearance?
I have no knowledge of anything. Now leave me alone.
Have you noticed any large amounts of money changing hands of late?
No. And if I had, I wouldn't tell you. The only hands I care about are mine. And since there is no money to
Why
be
does he do
changed,
that?
I'll bid you adieu. Adieu.
We have very little money. Can you help us?
That depends on what you have of value.
It's actually changed now, isn't it?
Nothing.
Except my silver medallion.
Ah, silver. I'll give
Which
you
you're not
20
actually
credits
wearing for some reason.
My medallion is not for sale.
Maybe it's
20
underneath my
credits is
top.
the best I can do. Take it or leave it.
You don't understand. A friend once told me that I should be proud of this medallion. It is for her that I wear it.
But you're not wearing it.
Very well, my sentimental young friend.
Well, we are here to sell it, so I'm guessing we're going to sell it now, after proclaiming that we couldn't sell it.
Well, you can ask him about the orb again, accuse him of stealing the orb, which seems unlikely.
Yeah,
It'd be a
that's-
very short game. Or agree to sell it. Or leave. I wouldn't leave.
No, let's just
I
sell
have
it.
decided to take you up on your offer.
And what offer is that?
You offered to buy my medallion.
But you said you weren't going to sell it for the sake of your girlfriend.
It is for her sake that I now sell it.
You don't say that she isn't your
May
girlfriend.
I see the medallion?
You don't.
may.
You refer to her as
It
your
is
friend.
pure silver.
So I see.
But you
Very
don't deny
nice
it.
Indeed.
Maybe it's a bit of a touchy
I will
subject.
give you 15 credits for it.
15 credits? You said you would give me 20 when I asked before.
That was before. It has gone from a seller's market to a buyer's market. 15 is my final offer. Take it or leave it.
Why, you...
Keep him away from me, or you shall get nothing.
Patience, friend Doc. We cannot harm him.
This is no more than highway robbery.
It is only the law of supply and demand, and in this case, I have the supply and you have the demand. Now come, let us either strike a bargain or be on your way.
Yeah.
It is a poor bargain at best, but one I am forced to accept. Very well, I accept your terms.
But Riv!
We have no more time for arguments, friend Doc. We must do what we must do.
I don't really like myself.
Yeah.
It's really irritating.
What's irritating about you?
I'm so overly
Do come
polite.
again, won't you? I look forward to our next transaction.
You're meant to be a hero. You're meant to be
Thank you.
You know,
Goodbye.
Well, have a good
paragon
day.
of virtue.
I'm a paragon of annoying at the moment.
Just because you have manners does not make you annoying.
Okay, what are we going to do now?
We're gonna go to the. We're gonna leave the fair. Leave the fair.
Okay.
And one of the things that's quite cool about this game, which not all adventures do, is that it has a sort of world map thing here, which is cool. The problem, as we said, was that if we go to all these places, we'll end up walking around endlessly talking to a lot of people that don't want to talk to us. So, out of the locations we've got, which are
Castle, village, forest, cave, sanctuary, and house.
house.
Doesn't specify whose house.
The guy who lives on top of a mountain. That's his house. Should we go to the sanctuary?
Sanctuary.
Wow. Look at the size of those knockers.
Indeed. Let us hope those inside are responsive to our inquiries.
I don't care as long as they answer our questions.
I like how that stag isn't having any of your sexual joke.
No.
Indeed. Shut up. So one of my bits of trivia about this game is that it got caught by a publisher, really, and the publisher saw the game that the devs were making, and they wanted to make a sort of adult game, an adventure game that had furry animals but wasn't for children. And the publisher, who was working with another publisher called Broderbund at the time, they were all into making a lot of kids games, learning games and edutainment style games, and they saw these animals and were like, yeah, this is a kids game now. And the developers were not pleased about that at all. So you sort of have this weird mix now where some of the game is quite serious,
I've been warned.
or at least not really childish, and then you occasionally get this like sex joke in here. It's really kind of a strange mix, and unfortunately for the game, I think you need to be going through the no. You want to go through the big gate.
Well, there might be some interesting people in those houses.
You think? They'll just appear to be bunnies wearing hoodies.
What's wrong with bunnies wearing hoodies?
They don't seem like they want to talk to you.
I think I interrupted your fact.
You did interrupt my fact.
Do you carry on?
And I'll finish it later. You need to walk into this, which is apparently a temple. It looks more like a... When you saw it, you said it looked like the Eden Project.
It does look
Which
like the
is...
Eden Project.
Explain what the Eden Project is.
It's a big glass dome in Cornwall.
Wow, that makes it sound fun. Let's
It's
go.
not actually made of glass
Is it-
either.
isn't
I don't
it?
think so.
It's a jungle.
It's made out of a special type of plastic.
It's a jungle in a box.
It's
And
not
it doesn't
really a
look
box.
much like this because this is clearly made out of stone rather than fake glass.
Yes, but it's the same kind of shape.
A little bit. It's like a caterpillar with a hole cut in its side.
That's a big caterpillar.
What do you want?
We seek Elara, matron of the orb.
You have found her. Identify yourselves.
My name is Riff. These are my companions. Ia, lieutenant of the Forest King, and Sergeant Ak of the Boar Guard. We have come to find the Orb of Storms,
For what purpose?
to return it here.
It looks like she
How
has
do I
a
know you're not planning to keep
levitating
it for yourself?
fedora in that archway. Can you see it?
No.
You can't see it.
No, I can't see any levitating fedoras.
That's the top of it there, right?
Here?
Yeah, that's like the brim here. And that light, darker bit there is the hat bit.
Nope, I'm not getting that.
How can you not? What are you seeing?
I'm seeing some light and a stand which I'm assuming the Orb of Storms is meant to be on if it hadn't been stolen.
Nah, it is a levitating hat.
Okay. Sure.
I'd draw on the monitor
You
if I had a
my
pen that
word
could
of
draw on
honor.
monitors.
And what do I
They
know
don't
of
exist.
your honor? There are rumors that the orb was stolen by a fox. How do I know that you are not the thief himself?
There is no evidence of my guilt,
What
only
would
the
you be doing
prejudice of
there?
small minds.
If you were
If
the
I
thief.
were in possession of the orb, why would I
What'd
return?
they
There
say?
you go.
Perhaps
they,
to see what else you can steal.
But
Murderers
Enough.
always return to the scene of the crime,
The
don't
orb
they?
of storms was in my
We're
care,
not
and
talking
now
about
it is
murderers.
gone.
Well,
I will not
who knows how
risk
many cat
further
guards you killed to get that
desecration
orb?
by allowing outsiders to poke their noses around this sanctuary. Leave at once.
she doesn't have a lot of security.
Wait. I
Which is a
represent
wizard.
your great friend, the Forest King. Does that mean nothing to you?
Our friendship means a great deal. But how do I know you represent him?
Do I not wear the uniform of the Elk Guard?
Anyone can wear a uniform. Bring me a token of authority from the king himself, and you shall have my cooperation in conducting your investigation.
What shall the token be?
The king will know.
But our time is short. We have only until the next new moon to return the orb.
Then I suggest you make haste. Now go. Go!
Go.
Return when you have the token.
You would have thought she'd be a bit more humble considering she's the one who let it get stolen.
I would have just run past when she was staring at that fedora that was there. Just what she was doing.
What are you going to do once you've run past her?
Investigate.
Investigate.
Search for clues. Put down those little plastic things with numbers on them and draw a chalk body.
You're really into murder today, aren't you?
Anyway, my fact. Before you accuse me of being a murderer. I was finishing my fact. We're going to the forest, obviously. Talk to the king.
Yeah.
So try to make this game more childish, and then eventually the publisher stopped working with Broderbund before the game was released and started working with EA, who only really were interested in fighting games, combat games, and simulators and sports titles. So they never marketed it, and it sort of fell into obscurity, which is why probably we hadn't heard of it before.
Home at
don't want to
last.
interrupt the stag.
Every time I stand at this hallowed
being
gate,
interrupted
I
by
am in
the
awe
horrible-
of what lies within.
Bird sounds.
Trees,
Yeah, it's really, really
flowers,
loud.
Streams, fish, and abundance of food. What more could anyone ask?
Mud! Of course!
The writ of authority will suffice for me.
I like how they recorded 4 hours was it, of audio, they said, and they couldn't record more than 10 seconds of countryside sounds.
Your Majesty, we are most grateful for this audience.
How may I be of service to you?
Okay, we want to... I don't know why we beg for mercy as we've done nothing wrong.
I think we want to ask him about Alara, don't we? I think
think-
that's the Catwoman.
Yeah, I think so.
In our investigation, we sought to explore the sanctuary of the orb. We were, however, stopped by Alara, matron of the sanctuary.
Yeah! She won't let us in unless you say so!
What the Boar Guard means is that she requires a token of authority before she will grant us admittance.
Isn't that what I
It
said?
actually is what he said,
Elara's
in
wife.
less words.
There
Yeah.
is no one more qualified to guard the orb than she. And of all of us who feel its loss, it is she who feels it most deeply. Here, take this to her. This will convince her of your authority.
A golden apple? That's it?
That doesn't look
This
like an apple.
will speak volumes.
No.
Go. The quest will be an arduous one, and time is of the essence if war with the boar is to be
It's like
avoided.
an apple slice, I guess.
We
but
are in your debt, Your Majesty.
I like the glint.
Yeah, it looks more like a gold bowl.
Yeah, it does. Not impressed.
Are we going back to the sanctuary now?
We're going back. No, we're not going back. That is a good point. It would probably make sense to go back, but the guide says don't go back. Go to the village. And in the village you shall find a shopkeeper who you need to talk to. I don't know why I said that in a mysterious voice. It's not particularly mysterious.
I was waiting for the mysterious bit.
poor village.
Where's the village?
Probably in the middle. It's probably. Why would you go back to the edge? Imagining like this whole area is a square. Why would you walk around the edge? You grew up in a village. You should be able to navigate villages better than this.
Well,
Why are you as tall as all the trees? I've only just noticed this.
in fact, I'm significantly taller than that tree.
I mean, some of them could be like baby trees, but
Aha! A path.
it still seems a bit strange in terms of scale. What do you think of the music in the village? Is it jolly?
Yeah. It's not got screaming birds, so that's a good thing.
It's making you want to settle down, start a family, become a ferret? In that order?
These ferrets look busy.
They're building something. But they can't go through doors, they haven't worked that out yet.
Yes?
What village is this?
This is the ferret village and site of the Tinker's Lodge.
I would have thought it was obvious this was the ferret village, considering it's full of ferrets.
If you were a
Thank you for
ferret
your
and you
time.
made a village, you wouldn't
you
call
later.
it the ferret village, would you? You'd call it Ferretville. Ferreton. Well,
Is that a mole?
Now that's a ferret face if I've ever seen
Oh, clearly not.
so obvious. I love your disdain that a ferret would have a picture of a mole. You're such a racist.
It's just everyone here is a ferret. Do you think this shop is going to look different to the other buildings?
I don't think so. But it's going to be an important area. The guide specifically says it's too confusing to tell you where it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Travel to the ferret village. It's hard to describe. Well, this one hasn't even been built yet.
That must be what the dude with the planks is doing.
Building a finished house made of stone.
No, he's doing that inside. He's maybe building some,
Wood paneling.
yeah.
Okay. How have you not found this shop yet? It's only a village.
Well, it could do with a map, really, couldn't it?
It could do with a map. It could do with a mini map or some way of knowing where the hell you're going back out the village again. Don't do that. Just like wander around the forest again.
I just figured it would be quite close to the entrance to the village.
Why would it be close to the entrance to the village? What
So
villages do you know where you go through like the main road and suddenly there's the shop at the entrance by the sign? It's not how villages work. Shop will be in the middle so everyone in the village can get to it. You found the world's worst farm.
Yeah. Which
They
appears
appear to be growing
farming.
grass in a square.
This is going to be really boring to watch.
I think it's in there.
In here.
No.
Oh, there's an archway. That suggests it might be like a square or something.
Well, a forecourt. Is that what they're called?
Oh, this looks like a shop.
Courtyard.
Like it's got things in the
Called
window.
courtyards. It's got one jug and a red cup. Might be the world's worst shop.
Good day. May I show you some of my glass items?
No, thank you.
Well,
Well, it's a shop, but I don't appear to want to buy anything from it.
and you can't get out.
No.
You have real problems exiting these little in-picture worlds, don't you?
I do, yes. What about this one? Oh, this looks like a shop.
This is definitely a shop.
What are we here for?
Well, you can guess from what he's selling, really. We're either here for some sort of banana-shaped
Bags.
chandelier. I like that.
I don't think he's selling the chandelier. If he sold that, then he wouldn't be able to see any
Well,
of his stuff.
I think he's selling it because he's got it on show. Because why else would he have that on when it's sunny outside?
Because there's got a tiny window like that.
There's a window behind you can't see.
No, there's a door behind me. That's how I got in.
I bet there was a window out there though. I can see it in the top. That is definitely a window.
Okay, so
Shovels?
shovels,
Shovels. Rope.
rope, wooden counter,
Probably not for sale.
Bags.
Probably a display counter.
barrel of spikes, barrel of nails. bottle.
This is not a friendly look at the bottle.
Just your average bottle.
I love how bad you are at describing
Don't look at it
things.
too long or I'll see spots. Just an ordinary wooden counter.
Just an ordinary shovel.
Nice choice. That's on special today.
It's on special, but we don't appear to be able to buy it.
Spikes. Not the most useful things I can think of.
What is useful though
I don't know.
Not very entertaining.
is a bag of this.
Is that plaster you carry?
No, sir. Too heavy. Wouldn't want to hurt my back. Get it? You asked if I carry bags of plaster. I said they were too heavy. It's a joke.
Yes, quite humorous indeed. Let me rephrase my question. Can we get plaster here?
You are overly
Try
polite.
the pub. You can always get plaster there. Get it? It's a joke. You said you were looking to get...
I
All
know
of
what
the
I said.
ferrets seem a little bit
Okay,
hyperactive.
okay. I just love a good joke, you
Think
know.
that's a characteristic
Can't
of a
pass up
ferret. Have you ever
an
met a
opportunity
ferret?
to make a funny. Sure, I've got plaster. Got some great plaster. Fast
yes,
drying,
very
super
briefly.
hard, best on the market. Only cost you 15 credits a bag.
Was it selling you plaster?
No, it just belonged to one of my friends.
Right. Was it hyperactive?
Well, it was only there for about 2 minutes, so I didn't really get a good judge of it. How do I buy this plaster?
You want to give coins to the... That's how you shop. Give the money to the man with the things that you want.
15 credits, eh? Just enough for the bag of plaster. How does that sound?
Just give him the money. Don't. You want to talk him down in price?
One bag
Fine.
of plaster coming right up.
You're clearly not going to be able to because the money that you had was the exact price of the bag of plaster.
Why do we have a bag of plaster?
That is for the guide to know and us to find out. I love how, even though in the context of the story, you don't know why you need a bag of plaster, but you were so super excited about it. Like you went into the shop and you were like, spikes, that sounds useless. Glass items, I don't need those. Shovels, no. Plaster. I might need this bag of plaster, which I'm going to carry around for the rest of the game.
Are we leaving the village now?
Yeah. This will probably take a while.
Seeing as I've just walked into a fence.
That's a proper farm, that one. I'm not sure you're going out the exit though.
I think it's this way.
Yeah, I think if you can get to the edge of the screen in any direction, you can probably... Oh no, there's trees there.
Well, we appear to have hit a dead end.
Wow, you are very bad at navigating this village.
I am.
I think if you actually saw it zoomed out, it's probably really small. What do you think they're farming?
Wheat?
We're gonna get stuck in there. Wheat? Why wheat?
I don't know.
Think ferrets like wheat?
I don't know what ferret's like, really. We need to find the path again, don't we? Because the path led out to the village.
I think we should just stick to paths at all
There's
points.
a path.
Yes, but I don't think that's the path you want.
It's not very big, is it?
Those fences are like Minecraft fences.
They do. It's a fairly standard fence, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like fantasy fence. No one actually has a fence like that. Okay, maybe it was like in the middle rather than in the top left and it just felt like it was in the top left. I think this is it.
Yeah, I think so.
I like how none of your friends helped you at all. Yeah.
No.
Don't go into that. Go into... I'm not sure it's up there, honey.
I thought that was the way it came in.
Mm-mm. I think we should go to the left some more.
Huh.
Aha! Finally.
Okay, where
There's
are
a
we
lot
going?
more trees in the village than there are on the map of the village.
Yes, there
As
is.
in, there are some trees. Oh, where are you going? Back
Yeah.
to the sanctuary. Talk to Alara. You've got the golden apple and your
And the plaster.
handy bag of plaster.
Oh god, now we've got to walk all the way back through the sanctuary as well.
The good news is, you're not making another boob joke, which is good.
That's always good when you're a fox.
Now for the long... Yeah, this is what I was saying about using the guide, because most adventure games that straight up point and clicks like this one, you have locations and you walk to them, but normally you've got maybe 6 or 7 screens at once. And this game has probably less actual screens than that with items on and point and clicky bits, but it's got these walking parts in between them, which kind of don't really serve any purpose.
Nope, they're pretty boring.
Let's talk to her.
Do you have the token of which I spoke?
I believe we do.
Yeah.
The Forest King sends his respects and bids us give you this golden apple as a token of authority. He said that it would have meaning for you.
Indeed it does. This apple is a souvenir of a quest he went on for his king when he was but a young soldier. He was as noble a warrior as he is a king.
Then you will permit us access to the sanctuary so that we may investigate the stolen orb?
You may search to your heart's content. I shall open the gates. Good fortune be with you.
Thank you, mistress.
What gates is she opening? Oh, maybe the actual place where you're going is that other gate in the village? Because the village had 2 gates.
Okay.
She did walk that way.
Yeah.
There's not really any other place she could be going.
No, there aren't really any gates in the giant concrete orb.
Let's stick to the path, though.
It's like some kind of park worker. No walking on the grass.
You ruined those lovely daffodils. No.
Those
Get
are
it.
tulips.
Tulips, daffodils, same thing. Tulips are red.
Tulips come in lots of different colours.
Traditional tulips are red. And if you're going to draw traditional fences, you should draw traditional tulips.
Well, that gate is open, so that's just maybe it's the one she opened.
It appears to be a water fountain.
See, most adventure games you normally get something witty, or at least something a bit more than what you can obviously read. Why are they farming flowers?
I don't think that... I'm going to ruin these flowers. And now I'm stuck.
It's a rather clever irrigation system, isn't it?
Let's see what we've got to say about it.
Nothing. Oh, yes you do.
It's an irrigation trench of some...
Okay.
Brilliant.
Oh god. I should have stayed on the path, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I'm really stuck now.
This wall obviously is the place we want to go. It's just a really big area of nothing.
Again. It would be okay if there was interesting things to look at.
Well, flowers are quite interesting. I don't know why you hate flowers so
Yeah,
much.
but there's so many.
You're leaving
Yeah,
the place.
but this is the one we went down originally, so the paths don't actually go anywhere.
Yeah, we consult the guide, see if it's something that you're meant to actually be stuck on or whether you're just confused.
I think I'm just not getting a good sense of direction.
Go through and follow the path to the left until it ends by the water fountain. There will be 2 mini gardens in front of you, and in the one furthest from you there is a bucket. Okay, new quest. Find the bucket.
Maybe we can mix some plaster in it.
I think what we'll do is we'll stop the video for this part now, find the bucket, and then on the next one we'll have a bucket. Because I think you're going to take forever to do this. You couldn't find an entrance to a sanctuary temple, so how you're going to find a bucket, I'm not sure. So say goodbye.
I found the bucket, it's right
Oh, no you didn't. Goodbye.